Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel, The Crazy Canuck Investor. I'm Darren. On my channel, I focus on the average, everyday Canadian who's learning how to invest in the stock market. And I share all my experiences along the way with you. In today's episode, I'm going to give you an overview of Passiv. Passiv is a website that allows you to track your different accounts, and it has a lot of interesting features. I'm also going to share with you another app which is called Wealtha. And Wealtha will allow you to see a global look at your account. So let's jump into the video. The Passiv is kind of interesting because it will track the accuracy of your portfolio. So today we're looking at the TFSA, which is the portfolio that I'm solely focusing on right now on my channel. What I like about it is if you look here on the top left, you'll see it says accuracy. The accuracy is something that the Passiv platform will look at as you get dividends and put money into your account. And it will determine if you're drifting from your set targets. It's telling me I have $4.80. The total value is $5,768.30. It will actually tell you, with the amount of money you have, what you can buy to keep on your targets. So in this case, in the middle here, it's telling me that I should buy one share of Plaza REIT. The price for that, you can see, is $3.93. So if we scroll down a little bit further, what's really cool is it actually will tell me what my different holdings are, what the targets are that I can set, and what my actual holdings are. So I can look at my portfolio and see how much of each stock or ETF that I'm holding and what the target is and what the actual is. Now today I just imported what my portfolio was, so the target is the same as the actual. So if you look at my heaviest weighting is in VDY right now. I actually intend on increasing my VFV position to be bigger than my VDY position. Then you can see the other stocks I'm holding are TD, HYLD, XEI, VRE, QQC, F, HDIF, TELUS, HMAX, Enbridge, REI, and PLZ and XIC. One thing that happened when I started this, and you have to keep in mind I started investing like 3 months ago, so this is really new to me. And so when I started this, I wasn't really too sure where I was going to go with things. I'm definitely going to reallocate some of these positions that are in this portfolio to get more generated revenue and dividends in a more consolidated view. This account I'm going to be making regular contributions to. I do have other accounts which I'm not highlighting right now on my channel. Those ones are more passively managed right now because I won't be making contributions. So in this case, I'm going to probably look to consolidate things a little bit more over time. So one of the other really cool features about Passiv is if you go into your settings, you can actually ask it to sell to rebalance your portfolio. What's happened now is because I've asked it to balance my portfolio, if there was a position that was off balance to my target, it would actually tell me to sell certain things and then buy certain things to balance my portfolio. And that's actually one of the other interesting things about Passiv is it allows you to set your own targets. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're in the My Models. And what My Models allows you to do is to set your targets. So if we look in my TFSA, we can see all the positions that I have and what the actual weightings of each are by a percentage. And at the bottom, you can hit Edit. And what you can do is you can actually change the position as a target. So for instance, let's assume I wanted to update my Enbridge position. I wanted to raise my Enbridge position to 3. The Passiv will actually allow me to track my contributions and withdrawals. I had put a bunch of money into the account initially, and then after doing some research realized it's really important to set up a savings account to have a nest egg available. So what I did is I withdrew some money and I set up a savings account with EQ Bank. And if you haven't seen the video where I talk about it, I got the link right here. If you look at here on the right hand side, it'll tell you how much contributions you have. So it's telling me I've put in $5,725 with an average of $477 a month. My target is to put $500 every 2 weeks into this account. It tells me the net change in my account, which is at this point very minimal. It tells me the rate of return right now is showing 1.92%. It shows me the investment growth is up $45. It tells me that the average monthly dividends that I'm making right now is $3. I haven't paid any fees or commissions. That was the whole idea behind my investment strategy, was to reduce the amount of fees and commissions. And by using Wealthsimple Trade, there are no fees for trading stocks and ETFs. So if you're interested in getting started, there's a link down in the description below for Wealthsimple Trade. If you use my reference code, you get a little bit of money in your pocket, and I get a referral fee as well. So then it's going to show me the estimated savings on ETF purchases. Well, right now it's zero because I'm not paying any commissions or fees. And the most important part is it shows me my total dividend income, which is at the bottom here. It's $37. And the other thing that's kind of cool is the graphs. So this graph here shows me the total value of my account over the course of time. You can see that I started in April and we're now into the latter part of June. Then it shows a dividend history. What's neat, so for the first month, it's going to show that I made $0. It rounds down. So in this case, that was 31 cents. So it round down to zero. In May, I made $18, and you can see that it breaks it down into the various positions and what they paid. And as I said, it rounds down. So anything under $1 rounds down to zero. The bigger position, same thing. And if we look at the last month for June, we can see that I'm up to $19. And again, it breaks it down, which I think is a great feature. At the bottom, it's just another graph to show you which is your biggest earnings. Now I'm going to take you into the Wealtha app. Now I discovered Wealtha online by looking at some various YouTube websites. What I like about Wealtha is free, first of all. It will bring all of your different accounts together in one place. It doesn't cost anything. There is a version of this that you can pay for, but at this point I don't want to pay any fees to use it. I'm trying to minimize all of my fees. What's nice is it's one view in one place. You can see on the left, it'll tell me what my gains, whether they're unrealized. In this case, my count is down $8.83. Really, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really mean much. Over time, that will change. And then it shows you like a grading in school that I've got a 73% or I get a B. It tells me by equities how much money I have in each. So I have $4.80 in cash right now. That's from dividends or from money left over from purchases that I haven't used yet. And then this chart over here will actually, if you click on it, it will tell you what you're holding as far as various positions. So in that account, it's telling me that I have US stocks and Canadian stocks. And then at the bottom, it'll show you all of the positions I have, and it gives you a breakdown of information. So it shows you what the position is. And if you want to know what your dividends are, that's where you need to pay for Wealtha to allow you to do that. And I can actually display and change certain things on here. The ones that have the locks you see here on the right, those are part of the subscription. What I like though is it'll tell me the weight in percentage, and it tells me the book value and the market value, which obviously can be slightly different depending on whether you're up or down. So if you take TD, for instance, that is my second biggest position right now. And you can see that it's up in value where my VDY is down in value. It is I created a spreadsheet that will also track the same information. So what I like about this is it's interactive for me. So where Wealtha gives me a view only, I can actually interact by changing the numbers in here through the different formulas that I've put into the spreadsheet. So for instance, let's say I wanted to change my position in VDY. If you look over here on the far right hand column, you'll see payment. Payment is the monthly dividend that I'm getting back from this stock. So I'm going to change it and I'm going to bump it up to 50. And if you watch, currently I'm getting $7.04 a month based on the yield and the current share price, which I've inputted as well. So if I input this now, there we go. It's jumped up to $8. And then if I want to change it back, I just hit the back arrow and it will change it. The book value and the Canadian funds value is there so that if I was to use some American funds, I would convert them. So you would see the book value and then what the Canadian value of that is. Those need to be updated manually in this. The other thing that I have in my spreadsheet over on the far right tells me what the annual income for each holding is, which is the last column here. It'll also calculate, if you want to use a drip, how much you need to invest in each position in order to achieve a single stock drip, which could be important if you're using online brokers such as Questrade or other ones like TD or Scotia. They will charge you to make purchases, but once you achieve a drip, you won't get charged that anymore. And then finally on the far right hand side, I've broken this down to show what my total dividends are. Okay, so if you look on the right here, what I've done is I've broken it down into annual dividends. So right now, based on projections, this account will make $270.28 annually. That doesn't account for any new contributions or dividend returns that will increase the value of the portfolio. It's simply calculating based on what's currently in there. So if you like what you saw today, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon. And join me for the next video.